these last 3 years have been obviously the best in the series. And you probably are thinking, yeah, it's probably been the best in school history as well. Well, you might agree, I might agree, but some of the media members and folks around the campus say the best team was from 1990 to 1993. They called it the Shoreline Surge, where they went 33 and 0 in that 3 year span, three conference titles, three playoff runs. Where in 1990 they had a quarterfinal exit, 91 a semifinal heartbreak in the snow, 92 a semifinal loss after a dramatic comeback win in the previous round. And almost all of the numbers retired at Bear Shore was from that legendary run. Like quarterback Dave Reynolds, who was there from 1989 to 1992. He has the most career passing yards in school history with 12,500 yards and 96 passing touchdowns. In his adult life, he earned a PhD in sports psychology, now teaches at Ridgeview University in Pennsylvania. He consoles pro teams like the Pittsburgh Pirates and Penguins, and in the past he has done the Baltimore Ravens, Baltimore Orioles, Washington Capitals for athletic performance and wellness, while his son is going to be a high school senior this year, is a linebacker slash running back. His daughter also might be coming on the swing team at Bear Shore as well. Marcus Jet Carter played from 1990 to 1994, where he still surprisingly holds the leading rushing record with 3,900 yards. He is second all time now behind Tajay Porter with 42 career rushing touchdowns. But in his adult life, he is now a standout high school head coach known for his offensive innovation back in his hometown of Virginia. He opened a training academy for young athletes, while his son is the starting quarterback for Coastal State University, a Division II school in South Carolina. His daughter is also at George Washington University, where she's a midfield captain for the women's U under 20 national soccer team as well. Next is Sam Johnson, who before Jerry Gonzalez was the top of the top in terms of receiving yards in a career. He did lead it with 2,800 yards, which Jerry broke, and 34 receiving touchdowns, which he still holds but is tied with Jerry Gonzalez. Now in his adult life, he's still around Bear Shore. He calls their games on the radio, sports broadcasting color analyst. He also launched a podcast on teamwork and mental toughness as well. While his son Nate is an Olympic caliber sprinter at North Carolina, and his daughter Leah is a up and coming point guard in the high school ranks as well. Next up is Big Bad Mike Thompson from 1989 to 92. He has 45 career sacks, which is a record. While he is partnered up with Bear Shore as well and a couple of other universities with Peak Performance Labs, a sports science training facility. He also wrote a best-selling memoir about the 90s athletic culture. Both his son, Theo, and his daughter, Ava, are top lacrosse high school players as well. Last but not least, we cannot talk about this team without the man who led the charge, Sam Mitchell, not the NBA coach. But in 2007, he sadly passed away at the age of 74 to cancer. His kids, Sarah and Dave Mitchell, are big boosters for the athletic department as well. Wesley feels honored that people are discussing his legacy with Sam, as he understands as an African American coach, the second one in school history. It means a lot to him, and he hopes he can continue Sam's legacy and still create his own. Welcome to season 5.
Welcome back on campus. As you heard from the little intro, that Barrashore, you can argue this 3-run stretch, even though we've now won a playoff game compared from 1990 to 92, you can argue some people around campus and the media are saying this is the best era of the school's history so far. But we're going to break down year 5, the roster, kind of go over the college landscape, and then we play our home opener. So first, let's go around. So Indiana, they were runner-ups last year, followed by Miami, Georgia, who's won back-to-back out of the last 4 or 5 years. Bama won last year. USC, Clemson, LSU, Auburn, UCLA, Nebraska. Notre Dame lost to Georgia Tech. Florida, Texas, who won the first year. Ole Miss, Michigan, SMU, BYU, Oregon, Louisville, Tennessee, Ohio State, TCU, Washington State, us, Barrashore, and Boston College. You're looking at the Heisman. Jaron, I don't even know how to say that, but he is the top-rated quarterback in the land. Yeah, you're looking at that right. A guy from Buffalo is up for the Heisman, and he did some pretty good stuff. Ethan, Marquise Davis, and A.J. Brand. We're going to look at some of the top players across the country. Obviously, we'll look at our roster in just a minute, but as we see, the top overall guy is Cameron Cole, the senior corner from Nebraska, followed by D'Angelo Falk from Alabama, Kevin Wing from the U, Alex De La Punte, and then Dron, Bradley Gumps, David, other guys as well. The second highest quarterback is Demontre Casper, Bryce Baker, Julian Lewis, the Colorado quarterback, like third string, I think, in real life. But we're kind of getting to the point where all the actual players are no longer in the game. It's all guys that we have recruited. So yeah, there's that. As we're going to take a look at the depth chart before we break down really the roster. As no shock, Tanner Applewhite is QB1, Vernon Mills, and then Elton Nasbit, just third string guy. We're going to redshirt Tyler Paul for now, but we're going to see how he does. Halfback Morgan Brown, Javier Marbell, Nate Hart. We're going to redshirt Garrison Beaver for now, but don't think that, and we're going to use Frederick Harper as well, so don't get it twisted. Fullback, obviously Harper, but then you also have Emmanuel Bush and Fisker, which we might move Bush to full-time. Who knows? Wide receiver, Johnny Mulligan, followed by Alex Felice, Malik Katula, Mateo Luna, Marquand Wiggins, and Larry Finoco. Finoco's technically not the starting tight end. It's Paul Briggs. But we'll see how long that goes. So there's that. As Kyle Kantz will be the left tackle for now, followed by George Handy, which he might get some early playing time. Channing Lockhart, I'm excited for him. I think he has a lot of potential. Redshirt sophomore. I'm also interested in Preston Brooks. Then we have Zach Callahan, Doug Carton, and these two guys were redshirted last year, so very young centers. Emmanuel Byler, one of the three returning starters, and then we also have Brian Davis, the freshman as well, might get some playing time. And then Glenn Speed, the true sophomore. At edge, Ronnie Jones, followed by Logan Brownlee, Felix Boulage, who we have transfer portal, followed by Deion Kafka, Browning, and Ben Simmons. Then Then we got Arthur King, Quincy Breeze, Najee Newcomb, Lamont Wilkins, and Spencer, Sean Cobbler, Kiki Aguayo, and Antoine Goodson. Bullock's going to be in the middle. Dwayne Lamar. Maybe we put Joseph, but maybe Kiko Aguayo as well. Felix is there, Aguayo as well. And then Keegan Winston, Alex Cutting, the true freshman. Sam, because he's not the starting safety, but we'll see how he does. Trevor Ratta, and yeah, Miles Granger, Wesley's son. Followed by David Garhan, the true freshman. And then we're going to give the 5-star DeAndre Loboto shot, followed by Manny Littlejohn, and obviously Keegan Burrow. And then Marquand Williams, we kick off punt return specialist. Third down back will be Marvell. Slot, we're going to try Tua, but Mateo Luna and Felix are there. Rush, edge, Hobler, Felix, and then Breed and Breeze. Sub linebackers, we got Cobbler and Bullock. Slot corner, we're going to try, I think we're going to try Garahan for now. We might put maybe Granger, I don't know. Nose tackle, Arthur King, no surprise there. So we're going to take a look at stats. Obviously, Tanner Applewhite, clearly the top pass rusher. He's our leading rusher so far. So combined with Harper and Brown, together they have 106 carries, 463 yards, and 13 touchdowns combined, which is interesting. And then that. Now here comes the more interesting part. Noco alone has more than Marquand Wiggins, Mulligan, Riggs, at least combined. The only guys have touchdowns. These 4 guys have 145 receptions for 1,700 yards and 1,737 yards and 16 total touchdowns. Blocking, really, Green is the only one that has multiple experience. Besides Dwyer, but shall be interesting. And then 3 guys with over 100 tackles plus tackles. The next closest is 41. That's a huge margin. Tackle for a loss is not a lot, but really, just 2 guys with over 5.5 sacks. The rest have 2, and Keegan Winston leads it with 3 picks. So yeah, if you also did not do it, Scott Frost is our offense coordinator, got fired from UCF, and then we promoted Jaden Harris, who was our DB's defensive line coach slash assistant special teams coordinator. So yeah, kind of what's going on. A lot of youth, and let's view the Syracuse roster. Syracuse has Johnny Burks, Eric Thomas, Wicks, Austin Body, a pretty good, Carlos, Darrell. They got 3 really good backs. Their quarterback is not good, young, inexperienced. Some good running backs, solid wide receivers, good tight end, terrible line. Besides the right tackle, pretty good edge rushers. On defense, they look good. Offense, not so much. And they only have 1 good corner and a solid secondary as well. So I plan to do some damage. They're 79 across the board, baby. Just like that. We're going to start year 5. Here we go. Dune Riders football. Gain of 4 for Mr. A.C. Walters. I expect them to run a decent amount. They do not have a very good quarterback. And Loboto tries to get his first tackle, but shout out Kiki. As it is 3rd and 8. Come on. 3rd going to get the first and then some as well. Antoine Null there. Oh. Oh, we got lucky there. We got so lucky. Laboda was there on the coverage. And as... Ooh, they just dropped it. 1 for 3 so far. 3rd and 10. They're going to try to test Keegan Winston. Keegan Winston says, no, sir. All right, this new looked offense is now up. Morgan Brown, his first carry as running back 1 is going to get 6 there. It's going to be interesting to see how this offense does. As Applewhite, he's going to throw Mulligan. He's going to get the first 12-yard pass from Mr. Applewhite. That is going to be 1st and 10. Morgan Brown. Brown is going to get gain of 5 there. As now Marville, the true freshman, he's going to get his first carry. Not going, and just like that, our starting center is down. 3rd and 4. To Kalua. He's going to get the first. Bruised ribs, not ideal. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now. Brown with the big run down to the 27. Gain of 12 there, Marble. In and Felice. Spin move down to the 5-yard line. Gain of 22 for the young fella. No, he's not young. He's a redshirt junior, but Applewhite calls an audible. Morgan Brown met in the backfield. Hayden Obnin there. 2nd and goal for the Dune Riders. Not ideal throw to Mulligan. I think he was feeling the pressure a little bit. As it will be 3rd and goal. Marbell tries. They're not going to get it. Fourth and goal. Can we get our guy? Marbell, the true freshman, gets his first career rushing touchdown. Javier Marbell, the true freshman, getting in there. Now Syracuse is back on offense. Arthur King in the backfield. Let's go, baby. I'm expecting big things out of the true junior. 6'8" of a mammoth. He's a dog. He's not really a pass rusher, but I want him to be disruptive. Brownlee gets the sack and the fumble. Recovered by the defense. Logan Brownlee forcing a fumble. 1st and 10 now. Oh, loss of 3. To Malik Katula, sorry. Katula, he's gonna get some of it back. It's just man-on-man football now. 3rd and 2. Trying to get something. Morgan Brown, no. We'll take the field goal. We'll take the field goal, man. As 1st and 10. The read option. Bouncing off, getting a 1st or 2. As First and 10 for the Orange. Bullock was right there. You love to see him, man. What a guy. He can do it all. As second and 10 now. Breeze with the sack. Third sack of the first quarter for the Dune Riders. That's huge. This is going to be 3rd and 18 for the Orange. King gets him in the backfield. Second sack of the game. As we're back on offense. Applewhite to Briggs. Briggs, his first reception as tight end 1. He's going to go for first. Morgan Brown, the big run that we've been expecting. Rumbling down to the 24-yard line. We're expecting big things from him. The redshirt sophomore with the big run there. First and 10, 24 to Felice. Can't hang on. As it's going to be 2nd and 10. Applewhite on the run to Kaluta. Down to the 3-yard line. First and goal. You love to see it. Is now Morgan Brown is in. First and goal. Brown. He's going to punch it in to extend this lead. So far, the Orange have -3 yards due to the sacks, total yards. Bullock, no, but Laboto is there. The first TFL for the 5-star true freshman there. This is going to be 2nd and 11 now. Bullock's there, making it 3rd and 4. Are they going to get a playoff? This might be the final play of the first quarter. It is. He gets it off in time. He's going to throw. Laboto! Almost. Start of the second quarter. As Marbell. Oh, what a beautiful run by the true freshman. Great run there. As it's going to be 1st and 10. Applewhite to Brown. Brown trying to find a hole, and he gets stuffed for a loss of 1. A whole bunch of orange was around him. Saw nothing but orange. Johnny Burks with the play. Applewhite, he's just going to take off. Slides. Almost gets the first. As it's going to be 3rd and 1. Applewhite. To who else but Larry Finoco, the senior. Gets 7 there. We'll try. We might put him at starting tight end some games. But I want to see how Paul Briggs does, as Felice is really not going to get anything there. I would say I'm surprised, but not really. 2nd and 10. Mulligan tries to break away, but he's going to get almost the first. 3rd and 1. Applewhite. He's going to get the first and then some. Slides. You can definitely tell the senior is very poised. Trying to see where he decides. He's been very good. Applewhite. Oh, he sees Mulligan wide open. 10-5 touchdown, Dune Riders. As it is starting to become a blowout here. As Syracuse trying to get something going on offense. And a 5th sack You love to see it. Dion Kafka, the redshirt freshman, I believe. But either way, Wesley's bringing the blitz, and he's got another sack. This is kind of the style that Wesley has tried to implement the last few years here at Bear Shore. Just blitz, make the QB's life a living hell. Keegan Winston. Let's go. Oh, man, you guys didn't even see it, but Johnny Mulligan, his second receiving touchdown. We took advantage of that. Oh, Loboto getting a couple of, well, he gets broken off. Austin Body's he's had a tough time. As almost the 2-minute warning is upon us. And look at that, a big run. And Syracuse is getting it going. Maybe they should start Walters because it seems like he's the only guy getting the running game going. As play action. Keegan Winston. Third time, he's going to make you pay. Hell yeah, let's go, baby. What a play. Play action. He doesn't see anything. Prayer. Maybe if it was a little bit, I don't know. That wasn't a terrible throw. Applewhite, the dot to Mulligan. He's having himself a ball game. You know, he showed some moments last year. This year, it's clearly showing. As the 2-minute warning will hit. 2 minutes left. Throws it to Marbell. Marbell. He's going to get 6 or 7 there. 188 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. He's not doing anything super crazy. He held on to the ball way too long there. The first sack allowed from this offensive line. Syracuse may be showing some signs of life on offense, or on defense, excuse me. But Applewhite steps up, the big run by Paul Briggs down to the 22. To Brown. Brown not able to shake it. Loss of 1. Second and 11. To Kuta. Touchdown, Dune Riders. Start of the second half. Yeah, we're not going to show that many highlights of the second half. It's a blowout. But we'll show a couple of drives with the starters. Maybe show some of the freshmen newcomers as Applewhite to Briggs. Briggs hangs on. Maybe he got hands over the offseason. And I think we might move Harper to fullback to really help. But he's not a terrible blocker, as Brown's going to get 3. As it is 3rd and 2. We're still going to go for it, but it's not ideal right now, the run game. But we might switch up the playbook as well, so it all depends on what goes down. Is Mulligan's no. But 2nd and 17, Cobbler had himself a sack. There's Sam, 3rd and 17. Now, the defense isn't completely set in stone, to be honest. There might be some guys who move, but it all depends on what goes down. But Quincy Breeze, the sack. Move along here as 74 yards for Morgan Brown. Morgan Brown's trying to get something, but
Wasn't going to happen there. 14 carries, 80 some odd yards. As 2nd and 2, Brown's going to actually lose yards there. Not ideal, but Mulligan, he hangs on as well. He's having himself a hell of a day. 7 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown. Applewhite. Who else to throw the touchdown than to Larry Finoco? We're going to show some of the backups. Miles Granger tried to get a tackle there, but none to avail. As he's cornerback 1 right now. Hand off. Ooh, not ideal. But we'll see. We'll see. As I respect that they're still running. Bullock there and Miles Granger. So Miles kind of gets a half a tackle there. As it's a sack party. Bullock, a couple of other guys. 10 sacks. That's got to be a school record for most sacks in a game. As it just keeps on coming. All day to throw. And I don't know if that counts as a sack, but we'll take it. You know what? We'll show Vernon Mills, QB2, a couple of other these guys. Mills going to take off. He's going to get the first. As then we'll see Marbury. Let's see how Marbell does. Marbell, he's going to get a pretty good run of about 1 or 2. We took care of business. 59 to 3 out the stats. Vernon Mills threw a pick, but no one cares about that. Playing garbage time. 24-28, 295 yards, 4 touchdowns for Tanner Applewhite. Rushing, it wasn't pretty, but 16 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown. 5.5 average. I don't hate it. Marvell showed he's pretty good. Mills had a touchdown. Nate Hart. A couple of other guys had runs. Applewhite didn't do terrible. Receiving, Mulligan was pretty good. Malik Tua, pretty good. Marbell, good. Maybe Mateo Luna will maybe incorporate him. Finoco, garbage time. Belize, pretty good. A couple of other guys, not so much. 1 sack the entire game. So shout out to them. And it was a sack party. 3 sacks for Breeze, 2.5 for King, 1 for College. I don't like that he's hurt. 2 for Logan, including a forced fumble. 1, 1.5, 1 pick, a pat, 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and how many tackles he did? Miles Granger ended up with 2, so